I'm back.
Ta-da!
Here is Red Sonja. You're a better actor than Bridget Nielsen. Now this movie is from the director of Conan the Destroyer because
you don't know why.
Because if you can't trust the guy who made a PG-13 Conan movie a box office disappointment, who can you trust? So this is one of two movies that Schwarzenegger did that he regrets doing. The other one is Hercules in New York, that had the really bad dubbing, which was his first. That had his
American movie.
Well, it was his first official movie, and what's funny is that they dubbed him. So, as opposed to talking like this, instead, he talked like this.
Yay! You can understand him.
I should show you Snakehead's review so that way you can see. So anyway, in this movie, Schwarzenegger is basically Conan.
But he's not the main character.
He's
best supporting actor.
Yeah, he's a supporting actor. The main actor is Bridget Nielsen's Red Sonja.
And this ruler, how it all starts, her house is being burned down. And she gets visited by this fairy godmother ghost. That gives her the strength of swordsman in her arms.
Which made me wonder...
They burn the house down. Her mother, her father, her sister, her brother.
You just remember that line because Siska Nebot mentioned that. When I was watching this movie, it made me wonder, did these people rip off Ator?
With the spider?
Yeah, and the snakes. Well, we'll get to that. Or as you say, a dragon.
Yeah, it was a metal dragon. Sea dragon. Water dragon. Not a seahorse. Not to be confused with a small seahorse. Sea dragon. But anyway, we got to get there first. So her sister belongs to this all-women whatever. And what they were going to do...
Knock off Wonder Woman Amazon tribe.
Yeah, so what they were going to do is...
They
were going to close...
Which seems to be a running thing in sword and sorcery movies. Who knew that was Who knew that was required?
So anyway, they did get a few of the men anyway. So they were in the process of closing this cauldron thingy to seal up this green globe thingy that if it got into the wrong hands, they could rule the world with weather.
Well, if it got into men's hands, that would be bad.
Well, yeah, then they just kind of fade away really quick.
I have a theory that...
Get it?
The reason why
it erases them off the earth.
I thought it basically vaporized and then absorbed them.
Maybe.
That's my theory.
Sucked them.
And she keeps it in a temple room that has like 300 candles.
No, she took it from the original owners, remember?
But it's in a room with a bunch of candles.
That's where Queen or whatever she is.
They did it before the movie The Last Airbender, and this movie is better than The Last Airbender. It costs less.
So she put it in the room, and she wanted to give it as much light and power as she could for when she needed to in 13 days. So anyway, the only female to get away
is Red Sonja.
No, her sister.
Okay.
So her sister was being followed and attacked as she crossed this rope, what do you want to call it? You know, when she went from one side of the island to the other, or the land.
Hang gliding?
Yeah.
Or, no, hang gliding was in Ator too. This is more like,
Yeah, it was hang gliding. She went, like in Home Alone, you know how
Yeah.
he went from the house to the fort? So
Trapeze something? I don't know.
No, it wasn't a trapeze. And so she did take an arrow in her back shoulder blade.
Zip line.
Zip line, thank you. And she told Arnold that you need to get my sister, Red Sonja. And so she...
Bridget Nielsen was Red Sonja.
I know.
Oh, no, sorry.
So she told Arnold where to find her, and she was at this Buddhist temple learning how to sword and fight and whatever. So Arnold comes along and he says, I'm looking for Red Sonja. And she says, I'm Red Sonja.
That's a terrible impression.
Whatever. And he says,
and I'm doing
I must
this.
take you to your sister. She is dying. So then the Buddhist guy says, go, we cannot teach you anymore. You have learned, you are good, you're the best, whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Are we going to get into the
you.
really bad character?
Which one?
The really bad character.
Which one? The lady?
No.
The bratty kid?
Yes. Kid, you and Molly Ringwald should get married and have a kid. Because,
so
oh my God.
Anyway, get back on subject, Joe. So anyway.
If that kid just like was thrown into a volcano, the movie might have picked up and gotten better.
So she had to get the spear, and she didn't need help from any men. Any man, anybody.
SJW, SJW, SJW. Social Justice Warrior.
Oh, okay. So here she is, she's riding along, and she comes across the city, Galden or Gludon or whatever, where the kid was.
Ghidra?
No, the kid. The kid was from Gluden.
Gluteus Maximus.
Goulash, yeah. Anyway, he was the prince, and he was probably like 7, 8, 9. I don't even think he was 10. Maybe 10 because he knew a few things.
If you think Ariel from The Little Mermaid or Aladdin were ungrateful kids, oh my God. If you think Confused Matthew, if you thought Simba from The Lion King was a terrible kid, you don't know nothing yet.
Yeah, this little boy was annoying, where Sonja was like, he should be taken over a knee and paddled. And he's like, no. So he had one guy that was there, his like servant or whatever, helper, attaché, whatever you want to call him. Took care of him.
Literally, but had to wait on him hand and foot.
Yeah.
Even when Red Sonja saves him later, when he was about to get his limbs ripped off, he's still acting like a jerk.
Well, he started to be a little more polite.
That was much later.
Okay.
That's when he needed her for training, so that way she could be his queen.
Yeah, anyway. So then here they are traveling, and
insert Lord of the Rings joke
well,
here.
actually she was traveling by herself first and then caught up with them at one of the next villages or something.
Didn't they not have horses until the very end or something?
They had horses.
Or am I thinking of Ator?
Remember they went across the vertebrae of that animal that was a bridge? They walked their horses across?
No.
And then there was the storm that put them in the cave, and then the water kept rising, and then Arnold came to the rescue. Because
that annoying kid wanted
a pearl.
Yeah, from a statue's mouth.
Which he shouldn't have, because that brought on the sea serpent.
The metal sea serpent.
Metal, yeah.
And Kay made the comment, it looks metal, and I'm like, it's a metal sea serpent. Oh no, no! You didn't say it. You didn't say it looks metal. You said it looks. It looks like a robot, and I'm like, what part gave it away? The metal part?
Cling, cling, cling when they were trying to cut through it. So then Arnold was like trying to tackle it, and then he's like, Sonja, we need to get rid of his eyes so he'll be blind, and then we can get out of here. And then I felt like the water went back down.
Isn't that how the spider kind of got killed in the first Ator?
No, he killed the spider when it came out of the cave.
No, with the light.
Oh, with the mirror.
Yeah.
The mirror. Yeah, but he did stab it in the head. Made you think he stabbed it right between the eyes. And then the mirror cracked. Oh my god. Bad luck, man.
This movie's a little gory.
A little?
Well,
but not too bad.
Compared to the previous two movies.
Yeah, not too bad.
Most of it is just like cuts, and if there is a decapitation, it's kind of off. It's kind of it's shown kind of off camera, and it just shows them like throwing the head.
Yeah. So then they end up with the four of them at the castle. How do we get in?
You mean the styrofoam, like you said?
Yeah. How do we get in? We will have to climb it. But we need a strong person to stay back and defend the door.
So the kid stays.
Yeah, they kind of tricked them. Okay, a remote or something fell.
The movie got better then.
A little more action.
Mm-hmm. Then it basically turned into like Indiana Jones' Tomb Raider, where they had to get out before the temple just blew up.
Yep.
Do we need to say anything else?
I don't think so.
There's kind of a love story between Schwarzenegger and Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah, because she said that she could never be with a man unless he could beat her in a fight. And then he said the same thing towards the end. So they both fought and then came to a draw, and then they kiss, and then the little boy goes off with the big guy. He didn't pick up his coins that were at the door of the castle, so he must have money hidden somewhere to rebuild.
Oh, that guy got stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh yeah, he did. Ooh. That door just wanted to smooth him out.
For a wheel.
Oh yeah. Sorry. But it kind of just moved across, didn't it?
Wasn't that in the first Indiana Jones movie, so this ripped that off too?
I don't know. He needed ideas. He needed a movie made fast. So
no, this isn't Joe D'Amato.
I know. But still, after Conan, he wanted this out there quickly.
2 years later.
Compete with all the Ators. We still have number 3 Ator and number 4 Ator?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is going to be a heck of a march.
Would I recommend this movie? No, it's kind of boring. I'd recommend The Running Man. That one has a lot more puns. It's a lot funnier.
Well, didn't you say he made that after this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where he's like, I will be back.
I'd recommend Last Action Hero over this.
Yes. I'd recommend a lot of movies.
Commando.
You're only listing his. Anyway, we got a couple more movies to watch.
Cliffhanger.
That's Sylvester.
I know.
Okay, we've got a couple more movies to watch to get done with this March Ator thingy jobber, so stay tuned.
Join us next time when we take a look at the movie that Joe D'Amato was too good for. Bye.
Bye-bye.